Hi, my name is Cam Smith with U Sports Production, coming to you from a Hollywood Park in Victoria, BC. Thank you for tuning in. We're at the 11th Sam Shaw's Hollywood Hitters Tournament. We're down to the finals. This is the championship game, and it's between Beacon Hill, the Orange Crush, and they're going against the Old Dogs, Carnarvon. And this should be a good one, folks. Both these teams playing great during round-robin play. And can't say enough about the pitching and the defense from these teams. And the bats come alive, just like anything dictates. And this could be today. But both these teams playing great all tournament long, and we should be in for a good one. On the mound today is going to be Jack for Carnarvon. He's a flamethrower, and Beacon Hill is going to counter with Evan Goff on the bump. This young man, cool and collected, ice water in his veins, and young man throws hard, and this should be a really good ball game. Well, let's get this party started and play ball. And leading things off is Jovanovich for Beacon Hill. And Jack has got an 1-2 count on him. And the pitch, beautiful pitch, painting the corner on the left side. And that's a great start there by Jack. And next up to bat, Jude Brown. And Brown, he's going to take this offering and he's going to slap it down the third baseline right out to left field. And that's a great hit there by Brown. He slides into second. He slides under the tag. And he's safe at second. And we got a runner in scoring position early on for Beacon Hill, the Orange Crush. And then Evan Goff at the plate, one strike on him, and Goff's going to hit a number right back to Jack, and Jack over to first. And that's 2 outs in the inning. And then next up to bat, that's going to be Parker. And Parker hits the ball right over second and takes a nasty hop. And a run will come in and score. And Beacon Hill on the board early. And with a runner at first, what a nasty hop right there. And that's going to bring up Willie to the plate. And he's going to get burned on that one. And that's a nice strikeout there by Jack to end the inning. Beacon Hill will get a run, and we're headed to the bottom half of the first inning. And Evan Goff. And he's going to face Jack. And he's got a 1-1 count on him. Evan Goff with the delivery. Jack's going to hit this sharply. That goes right over to Jovanovich, picking it up nicely over to first in time. And that's a nice play. First out of the inning. Good play by Jovanovich. And then next up, that's going to be Dryden. And a 1-2 count to Dryden and Goff with the delivery. And Dryden's going to hit this one. Just gets under it a bit, and Jovanovich is right there. He's going to pick that up for the second out of the inning. Busy young man. And then next up is Isaiah. And Isaiah's going to hit this ball, and that goes right just about up the middle. Picked up nicely by Jude Brown. Over to first. Hit time. What a play by Brown. And get out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Still 1-0 Beacon Hill. And leading things off is Theo Fanos for Beacon Hill. In the top of the second, and Jack with the delivery. Theo Fanos takes a rip at this one, goes right over to Dryden over to first in time. Nice catch by Hayden, and that's for the first out of the inning. And then Jacob steps up to the plate, and it's Obie. And a pitch, and Obie's going to take a rip at this one. That's going to go right over to Dryden, over to first again. Hayden with the catch. That's for the second out of the inning. Defense shining early on, and then Thomas at the plate. He's got a 3-0 count, and there's the pitch, and he's going to take a walk. And sorry, that was a full count, and he's going to take a walk, and at first. And then that's going to be Jack, and Jack is going to hit the ball. That's going to get through the infield. We got runners at first and second with 2 outs. And then Oscar at the plate. Jack with the delivery, and Austria, that's a comeback right to Jack over to first in time. That'll leave 2 on base, and no runs in for this Beacon Hill squad. Still 1-0, head to the bottom of the second inning. And Goff still in the game. Oliver at the plate, and he's going to get under this and pop it up, and Evan Goff, he calls everybody off and takes it himself. A nice play by Goff inducing the pop-up. And then coming up next is going to be Aiden. And Aiden with 1 out in the inning. And with the full count, Goff with the pitch. That's going to go over to Jovanovic. And Jovanovic picking it up again. And another busy customer today. Jovanovic doing a good job at second, getting that out. And then we've got 2 outs in the inning. Lackland comes to the plate. And Goff, he's got a 1-2 count on him. Oh, and a pitch. Fastball up high, and that's for the strikeout. And Goff taking care of the team out of Carnarvon early on. And still 1-0. We're going to head to the top of the 3rd inning. And we got a pitching change. And in coming the pitch, that's going to be Aiden after a nice job by Jack. And then Brandon leading things off for Beacon Hill. And the pitch by Aiden, and Brandon's going to slice this one. No, he doesn't. That's picked up with a beautiful catch right there. That's by first baseman. That's Ben, and that's a nice catch for the first out of the inning. Now we're at the top of the order again. Jovanovic, Aiden with the pitch. Jovanovic, he takes a hack at this one. That's picked up by the long arm of the law over to first in time, and that's for 2 outs right there. Doing a good job. And then Jude Brown at the plate. Here's the pitch. Jude Brown right up the middle. And that's just what the doctor ordered for Beacon Hill, getting a runner on base here in the top of the 3rd inning. And that Aiden facing Goff. And the ball's going to go to the backstop. And Jude Brown, he's going to move over to scoring position at second. And we got a runner in scoring position for Goff. And with 2 outs in the top of the 3rd, and here's the pitch. And he tries to protect it and hold the Goff. He gets his hands through. That's going to be for the strikeout. And retire the side. Now coming in to pitch after Goff's nice outing. That's going to be Obie. And he's going to face Charlie at the plate. And Charlie's going to hit this one right back to Obie. And Obie, he goes over to first in time. And a nice play. And that's a good introduction to the game. Get busy in the field. And then Ben's at the plate, and Obie pitches this. Ben gets a hold of this one and hammers it. That just right before the center field. Oh, they just about get him. Coach is going out of the way. Lands on his, you know what. And then we've got a runner at first, so we got a runner on right now. And a great job right there by this Carnarvon squad. And then Obie with a 1-2 count on Tosh and a pitch. And that's a great pitch by Obie. That's for the strikeout. Great job by Obie for the 2nd out of the inning. And then another 1-2 count. And Finn at the plate. And Obie out of the stretch with the pitch. Oh, beauty. And that's for the 2nd strikeout of the inning for Obie. And that'll retire the side and leaving a runner stranded on base as we head to the top of the 4th inning. And Parker at the plate leading things off, and he's going to get under this one. And as Jack's going to take it for the first out. And just missed that. Parker did. Just got under a little bit. But reading up all the way is Jack doing a great job getting that fly ball. And next up to bat is Willie. And with a 2-0 count on him. And the pitch. And it's a comebacker and throw over to first. And Aiden gets him at first for the 2nd out of the inning. And now Theo Fanos stepping up to the plate, looking to get something going here. What a pitch right there by Aiden. That's for the strikeout. That's a great job. Great pitching and defense by both teams. Bottom of the 4th, Hemingway leading off. 2 strikes on him. Obie with the pitch, some high heat. And that's for the strikeout. And nice job by Obie right there. And next up to bat, that's going to be Jack after some words of encouragement from the coach. Obie doing a great job. And Jack, he's got 2 strikes on him. And Obie with some high heat again. He goes upstairs and gets the strikeout. And what a job right there by Obie. And that's going to bring Dryden up with 2 outs in the inning. And Dryden, the first pitch, and that's knocked right over to third, picked up right there by Brown, over to first in time, and that'll be for the 3rd out of the inning. We're going to head to the top of the 5th, the final inning, with Beacon Hill up 1-0, looking for some insurance here. And Finn's going to come into the top half of the 5th, try and keep this game from getting any further out of hand. And that's Obie at the plate. Finn with the pitch, 1-2 count. He's going to get under this. Obie is, and that's going to be popped up right in the hands of Charlie, and that's for the first out. And the top of the 5th. And then Thomas up to bat, 0-2 count on him. And Finn with the delivery. Oh, it's a beauty pitch right on the outside corner. And that's for the second out of the inning. And nice pitch right there. That's a beauty for Finn. And then that brings up Jack. And Jack's going to hit this ball. That's going to go right over the shortstop, driving over to first. That's Charlie in time, and that's for the third out. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. Everything on the line for the Sam Shaw's Hollywood Hitters Tournament. Coming in to close this game is going to be Jude Brown. And he's going to face Isaiah at the plate. And Brown out of the stretch, his first pitch, and now he's just going to dig this one out, gets under, and Theophanos, that's a good center fielder right there, takes care of it for the first out. And that's going to bring up Oliver to the plate next. And I don't know, 1-1 count. And a pitch by Brown, and he hits this hard. That gets through the infield, and here comes Carnarvon. They got a runner on first, and that's getting things started here. The door is creaking open, and then Aiden at the plate. Brown, first pitch, and Aiden, he's going to hit this one sharply by third baseman, and that goes over to Jovanovic, and now he's going to get him at second, and that's for the second out of the inning. They're down to 1 out. In this pressure cooker of a game, Lackland 2 strikes on him, and there's the pitch by Brown, fastball right down the pipe. That will be it. That is a great job by Brown to close us off, and here's your champion, the Sam Shaw's Hollywood Hitters Tournament. What a job by Beacon Hill. Just some great pitching today, and some really good defensive performance on both sides. Like, both these teams played fantastic, and you got to tip your hats to Carnarvon. They just came out and played, did a great job defensively, and also on the mound. Like, you can't say enough about that. Both these teams, exciting game, 1-0 Beacon Hill. They will win the Sam Shaw's Hollywood Hitters Tournament, and that's going to close this one out. For the 11s, another great job by Beacon Hill putting on this tournament. Teams came from Vancouver and all over Victoria to join in and play an 11s tournament. It's a lot of fun, and these kids, had a great time all day. Let's get out in the community. Let's support events like this. My name is Cam Smith with U Sports Production. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you on the field.